Welcome to St. Augustine this evening, the Mike Davis Show. No, I am not shorter than normal. No, Davey is not taller than normal. But this is the seat that I inherit every afternoon.
I don't realize
every day that I come in here after the afternoon show, because this is where Davey sits, and that's the height advantage that Pete gets to be the same height. So I just today thought, well, it's an election day. We could use a little bit of humor. I can't do the show from this low right, because not only am I down at the lowest setting on the seat, and I think Davey took, he did. He took the wheels off as well. So it's flat on the ground. And I'm leaning back at a preposterous 65-degree angle. So I have no idea how much longer I can hold on to this.
Is this why you have beef with the afternoon show? I feel like we've diagnosed it.
I have beef with everybody. Honestly, I'm just having fun with everyone.
Afternoon show, gosh. Doing great.
So
number one show.
This is just sitting up straight. This is how, I think I just got a foot taller, right? And then, there we go. Okay.
So now you're up.
Now I'm up.
All right, let me get, there we go.
Never dim your shine.
Let me just fit into your reality.
I'm working with a guy who's 7'12".
Yeah.
And never mind.
No,
and and he's working with a guy who's 4'2".
Yeah. Which is great. That's why we balance yin and yang. Perfect.
And I was talking about Troy.
Oh, Troy boy. Troy's doing great.
We need all perspectives here.
Yes, we do.
We do. We do
See life at all angles.
We accept all people of all heights here.
You have an
I
extravaganza.
want everyone to know that acceptance is not height restricted on this show.
No, it's an equal opportunity height.
And as per usual, I am the chubby, underachieving middle.
Okay, with the chubby. Thank you. Now, okay, Barbara Jean, I want a couple adjectives about Amanda of loveliness in the comments.
Amanda, you have to speak to yourself with a positive voice.
That's it.
Chubby is cute.
Yourself with
You
a
are the
positive voice.
Manatees are
birthed
cute.
life, honey.
I did.
You birthed
And you can
life
tell.
multiple times.
You have to talk to yourself with a positive voice.
You drove through 3 times.
Yes. All right, let's make some money.
Okay.
We got stuff to talk about, things to catch up on. Davey was almost restricted from 2 shows in.
I was like, I'll see you after Labor Day. I literally was like, I'll tell the man, I was like, I'll just see you guys after Labor Day. It'll be fine.
I was like, no, this isn't happening.
Yeah.
Well, next week you're definitely going to be here because we have the Spaceballs movie review.
I am halfway through, and it's a great movie. I'm enjoying.
It's a 2-parter for you?
It has to be a 2-part. I don't want to miss a moment. That's what.
Ever since the Hobbit trilogy, he thinks you should watch all movies in 3 parts.
Yeah. Oh. Did you watch any of those?
Unfortunately,
Lord of the Rings.
He hate watched.
The Hobbit was horribly bad, right?
Yeah.
So there were less words in the Hobbit book than there was in the Fellowship of the Ring, but they managed to make 3 movies out of it.
In New Zealand, beautiful. What a great. I loved that moment.
I think Peter Jackson just wants an excuse to live in New Zealand without having to pay taxes.
Honey,
so
he made it happen. He made that reality happen.
Manifest.
That's my angle. I like this.
I don't blame him at all.
Right? Have you been to New Zealand?
Been to the South Island, not to the North Island, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Bucket list. I mean, I've been to Fiji, and I'm definitely going back. But like, honestly, it is like it's almost like you can honestly see, and no matter what you believe it, that God exists.
Yeah.
It's just an absolute different color blue of the water. Like there's purple starfish.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. Like
Barbara Jean has starfish down there?
Yay! Barbara Jean has purple starfish in Fiji. Yes.
Have you not been to New Zealand either?
No, and
Me
that's
neither.
definitely on my
We
list.
need to crowdsource a trip for Amanda and Davey to New Zealand.
That would be
Let's just do 2 or 3 weeks of the show down there.
Epic moment. Please,
Tax
please,
write-off.
please.
We
Yes.
can Peter Jackson this thing.
All of us.
But it has to be 3.
Yes. The trilogy.
Three
Yeah.
weeks of shows down
Yeah.
there? We're going to have to do a little bit of the North Island. Because
All
the
right.
South Island I did in about 7-8 days. And got to see a lot of really, really cool stuff. So, yes. All right. So, we've got a couple reads. Let's get through these.
Yep.
Let's make some money. So, Abear, Kresge & Associates, also a firm that has tall and short people in it. Ken Kresge's not exactly tall and Billy is huge.
I love this.
I know, they're awesome. So this is our short and tall show. Is a full-service local CPA firm with a team of skilled professionals at any height dedicated to providing top levels of service in the areas of tax compliance and planning for businesses, individuals, estates, and trusts. They also do audits, reviews, and other accounting services. If you need a business valuation, forensic analysis, or litigation support, you can reach them at 904-460-0747 or online at KresgeCPA.com. Great folks. I work with them all the time. Love them. So wonderful, wonderful company.
I think we're having dinner from the Tringale family tonight. Carmelo's Pizzeria,
Yes, we are.
voted best pizza 9 years in a row, New York style brick oven pizza. They also serve salads, subs, wings, and more. They also have 123 Burger House. This is best burger 3 years running. Chicken, wings, salads, authentic wood-fired pizza. It's got to be 5 years running at this point because I've been on the show for 2 years and the read hasn't changed.
I mean, honestly, it's more than 5 years because they're just a staple in town.
They're
Absolutely.
fantastic. They offer dine-in, takeout, and delivery through Bite Squad and Grubhub at both restaurants. Join the Tringale family for dinner tonight, like we will.
Hey, let's step into a world of healing and support with Epic Behavioral Healthcare. For over 50 years, Epic has been the beacon of hope of our community, providing compassionate care for those that touched by substance abuse, mental health disorders, and so much more. Whether you're a kid, teen, adult, couple, or family, Epic is here to lend a helping hand. With a range of programs tailored to meet diverse needs, Epic offers accessible solutions for everybody. Check out their services. I know they've got some really great recovery fair coming up at the end of September. And of course, they have Epic Behavioral, the Kids Day, Ancient City Kids Day. That's coming up in October. So yeah, check that out on Epic's Facebook page. I'll tag link in comments. But yes, where compassion meets commitment, check out epicbehavioralhealthcare.org.
All right, Salomon Services. It's the premier place for personal training in St. Augustine. They specialize in both youth and adult training classes. They've got small group strength and fitness development classes. They have a great injury recovery program. If you've been injured on the court or the field, they can help you get back in shape and be stronger and faster when you get back on the court or the field. They have a state-of-the-art center with both indoor and outdoor turf areas. All of their coaches are certified through the National Strength and Conditioning Association. Give them a call today, 904-461-9945, or visit their website, solomonservices.com, and sign up. I was there today. It's a great place to stay in shape. The classes are filled with amazingly great people to work out with, and the coaches are awesome. So they're just well. Listen, all of you owe us 3 words to describe Amanda.
No.
Amanda did not speak to herself well today, and we're trying to get her to have a positive view on life. So
We don't need that.
3 positive. You started this.
I did.
This is your therapy session.
Compassionate, curious, courage. I mean,
So,
anything that starts with a C. Ooh.
I was putting it in the comments. I have had weird interactions with doctors recently, ranging from weight loss suggestions all the way to compliments on my supple booty. So this has been a very weird set of interactions, and I was telling Davey about them. That's why all the chubby jokes. I don't need the compliments. I'm fine.
Don't do the
no.
Ozempic. No, that's not for you, boo.
No.
Don't do it
I would
because
not
there's
do
no
that.
end game. That's
Yeah.
my issue. Like, there's
Oh,
no
there
end
is an end game. They want to keep you on it for
On
the
it
rest of your
forever.
life.
Right, but there's no, like, you can't wean yourself off of it. Like,
Yeah.
it's
So,
not.
so question for you. Please tell me it was a different doctor that gave you those 2 very different comments and not a bipolar doctor that said one thing when you walked in and one when you walked out.
Well, these were medical professionals in general. So these ranged from nurses. Like I've had nurses at offices that I haven't been seeing, that I was there to support other people, like come out and actively tell me that I can be a weight loss success story too. And it's like, I'm not here to see you.
Did you feel like they were being pushed to tell you this information?
No, like this office has a lot of like weight loss propaganda everywhere. And so
Here we go.
I was kind of giggling at some of it. And then they thought that I was like, I guess aspirational looking at it when I was looking at it.
I was like, what? No.
When I was like looking at it sort of irreverently, like thinking that it was kind of creepy. They're like, oh, you can be on there too as a success. And I'm like, I didn't ask. Like,
Did you tell them you survived a 90-minute spin class? A 90. Those people can barely do 20 minutes.
I was like, I'm not here for me. I'm here for a friend. So
I'm asking for a friend.
you can talk to somebody else.
I so would have looked at them
Oh my
and
God.
said, I have a doctor. I lost 200 pounds in the last year. That's what
Right. Well,
it's just like,
I so would have thrown that back at them.
But your skin is torn. You would have seen like
Yeah.
Gone with the Wind. Yeah.
yeah, they would have seen the fake out. So it's gone from like people coming to me to suggest it when I didn't go see them, all the way to like, girl, you got to tell me how you get your booty so poppin'. Like, seriously. So it's been weird.
I love all that.
It's just a joke.
So the doctors obviously think they're all working on commission in there?
I don't know.
I feel like that was pushed on you. That's just saying.
I mean, they weren't.
If you were
this
just
was,
asking for a friend.
Yeah, like I wasn't like seriously. It wasn't even my appointment. I was just like,
Oh, it was.
in,
You
the,
just didn't know
in
it.
the hallway while someone else was being triaged. So it was like,
Just make
Okay.
sure your doctor doesn't forget to wear their hearing aid. I don't know if you saw Stoidum today.
Oh,
But
man.
we reported on a doctor that
Yeah.
forgot to put his hearing aid on during a colonoscopy, and apparently it was a little bit uncomfortable for this particular patient that is now suing the doctor in Trampa.
colonoscopies are not comfortable.
Oh, please,
Period.
just breathe into it. It's no big deal. Good gracious, everyone. It's so comfortable. Oh, you're fine. God, the life is hard, okay? You're going to make the joy out of something, so
I think
find
that's
something.
why it's uncomfortable, David.
You just put one leg on the dresser and breathe into it. You'll be fine.
I didn't see
over
a
it.
dresser in my doctor's office when I had to go through it. I'm just saying.
Calm. Play Enya, warm water on your back. I mean, whatever you need, just shh. It'll
I
it'll be
need
all right.
anesthesia.
Well, that's what happened.
That's
Apparently,
what I
this
need.
person woke up
Yeah.
with the light anesthesia. Bobby even said you get a light anesthesia and it should be okay. But the person woke up and the doctor couldn't hear the person.
Oh no!
And they were just going to town on Browntown. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying. One working out there.
You let him have 1 week off. You let him have 1 week off, and he saves all this stuff up for one show.
I'm back, baby. I miss you guys.
First of all, if you're a man over a certain age, you should be definitely having those done.
Yes.
Here we
but
go.
Women's a different age, so I will agree that is a very important thing. I had to have one done really early. I had a pulled muscle, and they looked at everything and like, well, we don't know. The docs and me said, well, it's probably not anything wrong, but if we don't do a colonoscopy, you might be back here in a year for a colonoscopy bag. And I'm like, what time
Right.
tomorrow do you want me in here? Right? Just tell me
right.
the time. Let's get this done.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
surfing with one of those is not going to happen.
No.
I've been on the oscopy train since I was 17. There's
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You and Annie
Good
Lennox. Look at
times.
that.
Yes, good times.
I will tell you this, Bobby's saying the prep is the worst part.
Yeah,
The first time they give you the meds, right, and that you read all the instructions, and it says on the package, this will take 20 minutes to work. So me being me, I set the watch.
Yeah.
Of course you
19
did.
minutes and 45 seconds.
Naniente.
Yeah, it was. They underestimated that. They overestimated that. Yeah, this I would tell everybody. Make sure you're somewhere safe with about a minute to go.
Mm.
Make sure you're somewhere safe with about a minute.
Yeah,
Apparently.
Yes.
they're fun.
So you guys have quite a show coming up tonight,
We do.
right?
We have election results coming in tonight. Pete's coming in. Amanda will be back. We got to get some pizza from somewhere. Maybe
Yes.
Carmelo's. Hopefully.
Definitely Carmelo's. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got
course.
some Carmelo's
What
pizza
kind of
coming.
pizza are we ordering? These are the kinds of questions I like.
I'm basic Betty.
You are? You should just
I'm
cheese?
pepperoni.
Oh, okay. That's not that
mean,
basic. I mean,
I
it's
need
delicious.
I need my salted
I
cured
see
meat.
Davey as a meat lovers guy.
No, everyone knows. And I get, oh, here we go, Berserko. Everybody get ready. I love pineapple on my
Oh, get out.
pizza. It's
God.
so good. You guys, you get the sweet and the savory at the same time. You guys have no taste buds down here.
I'm not a sweet and savory when meat is involved kind of
There's
person.
no meat. I'm just saying bread, cheese, and pineapple. Yes, thank you.
You don't even put ham on it?
No, I don't need the ham. It's too much sodium. Ugh, the ham is like so much. Bacon maybe, but I don't need it. I think it's just an amazing combination.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So have you ever tried olives with it?
Yeah.
Have you tried mushroom?
I've done it all,
I'm
yeah.
thinking all the things that I
I
would
am
never
a pizza
put
slut.
on a
I
pizza.
promise. Like I definitely have them. I've tried them all. I've enjoyed them all. But pineapple literally is on the top of my mountain. I enjoy
Yes.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had pineapple on your pizza? Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, they used to have that mellow mushroom, and I think they still do. It's kind of a side menu item. You have to ask for it. It's a daddle chicken.
Yeah.
So it has daddle sauce, chicken, a grilled chicken, and then it also has pineapple on it. It's really fantastic.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a possibility
Yes.
for you. I have to give a shout out to Kathy Herrera, who literally plays the Carmelo's free pizza game every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Religiously. And I am praying for this queen to win sometime because,
Has she
like,
gotten it yet?
no, not yet.
Come on.
But like I know she's gonna win. There's gonna be a
Tringali
day.
family.
There's gonna be a day. I know it's gonna be a day, and Kathy's gonna win because she
Kathy, if it
literally
was my
plays.
show, you'd have won twice already. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You would have won. Oh, I'm so proud of her.
Davey.
She plays every time, and I even told her like I went into her DMs. I'm like, boo. I really haven't. I don't know if anyone is really winning. She's like, yes, they do. People win this. I'm like, okay. So sure enough, Look at the comments. Religiously, she does. God, I'm praying for you, Boo. I really want this lady to win this
is
pizza.
Torture for her.
It is.
Just get an extra pizza for the love of God, Davey.
Kathy, seriously, in comments, like she's been at it for like what 3-4 years now, like literally every week.
What does she have to do to win, Davey?
You have to share the post that that Carmelo's posts, and then they pick like a random person that obviously they get like 86 shares on these posts, of course.
Well, of course, because it's an amazing show.
Absolutely.
They're lucky it doesn't melt down the internet when you start this contest.
Absolutely. See, exactly. But I'm just
Elon Musk and Trump should have had 86 people listening to them.
Technical difficulties. Yeah, sure. Shortcomings.
Which one? Never mind.
Yeah. I just saw a meme of Elon today of like him like shirtless on the beach.
Yeah.
And then it's
Was
sort of
Putin standing next to him?
No, but very funny. But he's literally has like dad bod moment. And they kind of made the body look like the Cybertruck.
Yes.
Have you seen this one?
Yes. He has a very like his torso is very geometric in the picture.
Right. It is.
So it's like we've now know the inspiration.
It's hysterical.
So funny.
The best one this week was a picture of the Jawas transport from the first Star Wars.
Okay.
And it said, Tesla has just unveiled their minivan.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's so true. It's such an angular vehicle. And you're like, that would be the Tesla minivan.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yes.
Tesla.
My friend has one, and he took my daughter.
Minivan or a truck?
A Tesla truck.
Okay.
He picked his up in, I want to say June.
Mm-hmm.
And after like 3 years being on the list. So my daughter got a ride in one, and evidently it was crazy fun. My daughter and my mom, and the reaction, evidently it's super fast and it's super fun to ride in, but like I don't like it.
My best friend has one.
I don't like it.
I know, but it's like a way of life out in California.
Yeah.
Like Tesla is really a big deal out there.
Which is so funny because Californians don't really like Elon anymore.
Right, which is really funny. And like literally, like I know people that have stock, like crazy stock in Tesla, and that's what they watch. But like
and now they're mad at Elon.
But I don't know. Like if you had stock in a company that you didn't believe in 100%, like would you hold on to that stock? Like, I don't know.
I sold stock because I didn't like the practices of the company.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of like morally, and that's how I would be too.
Yeah.
Like I kind of want to put my money where in my beliefs and what I think is going to be progressive, right? Or beneficial to all concerned.
So I have a trip coming up. We're in a bigger city, and they're like, hey, do you want to rent a car? And we called the hotel. I'm like, oh, no, we have a concierge service. You can rent the Tesla that we have.
Ah.
So
how do you feel? Are you ready?
Violated, but I'm going to try it anyway.
Are you ready? Are you going to try it? Well, Troy drove
Like a
one.
colonoscopy, but more
Yes,
comfortable.
I do.
Do you guys know the prank that Troy played on the whole
Yes.
town? Yeah,
Oh, my
that everyone
word,
thought
that
he
was
bought
a
it.
thing.
He had to make an announcement this morning about like, guys, I did not buy a Cybertruck. It was just a joke, because people are still tagging him in posts.
Yeah.
Still like, so this is an opportunity for you to prank him somehow, some way with this
I'll
Cybertruck.
get a picture. It's not the truck. It's just the Tesla itself.
Yeah.
Listen, anything is better than that grocery getter that he is driving around in.
No, he's got this new fabulous like moment, right? I think.
It's the same car made by a different manufacturer.
True.
It's the exact same car made by a different manufacturer. They just took the logo off the back of it and put a new logo on. It does the same thing. It hasn't changed anything.
I love Troy. Oh,
I love him too, but I wouldn't drive that car or the one he had before that looks just like it.
oh, good gracious, yeah.
The coolest car he ever had was the Hummer. That was the coolest car he ever had.
You think so?
Mhm.
He got made fun of a lot for having a Hummer.
Well, it's because he's an elitist.
What is your coolest car that you've ever owned?
Probably the Jeep that I have. That's a 2014 Jeep. That's a stick shift and used. The trucks are all fine. I like all the trucks and everything, but it's just a truck. So I don't know. That's probably the coolest one.
Yeah.
Definitely not the Ford Fiesta I had in high school.
Is that what you had? Was that your first car?
Yellow.
Ooh,
Two-door. Bright yellow. Looked like
the
a taxi
banana. Not just a banana, but a petite banana.
You know
Ooh.
what that is? That's keeping you from parking in a park behind after hours.
Nice.
Can't hide.
Can't hide from the yellow submarine.
I have no comment.
What about you, lovely lady? What is your memorable car?
My first car that I ever had was a Chrysler LeBaron.
Shut your
An
face!
88 Chrysler LeBaron that died
Convertible?
while I was at, no,
Oh.
it was two-door. It had like these crazy doors, and it was like the earliest incarnation of automatic seatbelts.
So cool,
which
though.
just meant that it had like a clip that stayed there.
I know
and it
exactly.
didn't even move.
I know exactly what you mean.
And the
yeah.
doors are so heavy. And that thing died when I was taking a guy that became my boyfriend to see my best friend's horse. So we're on like a dirt road at a horse stable, and it dies.
Oh.
So the tow truck to try and get it out. Oh, it was the whole thing. It was a nightmare. I almost made that dude AWOL because that car died at a horse stable. Whoops. But then Nissan Altima until I had a Ford Flex and a minivan. My minivan sucks.
Really?
Honda sucks.
You're over it. Well, yeah, I would never. Honda Pilot is my ultimate nemesis on the road.
My AC doesn't work again.
No, I can't. I know Heather drives a Honda Pilot. I'm going to call her out right now. But like, it's not for me. I can't. Anytime I'm around a Honda Pilot, there's always some messery that's going on with the driving. I don't know if you brake too much, too soon, too little, too late. I don't care for your braking.
Do they have
Honda
to fail
Pilot.
a test at the dealership to be issued a Honda Pilot?
I believe so. You are in a different class and different echelon on your own. Please go to Ohio, where you can drive on the nice flat roads of Ohio.
So are you a LeBaron aficionado?
I was supposed to get my grandmother's LeBaron.
It was my grandmother's LeBaron.
This must be a swim team thing.
It was like my grandma was a rock star. Like she hated everybody except me. So I know, like even like my mom, my sister. Oh, okay, stupid. Like Blondie, get out of the room. She was from Uruguay, hot fire temper. Anyway, I was supposed to get the LeBaron, and she got in an accident going home from bowling. I'm sure she had a little bit too much. She got away with it. Rest in peace, boo. But yeah, then I ended up with a 1990 Smurf blue Dodge Shadow. And
a blue Shadow.
And then I put like my Courtney Love Hole sticker on the back. I was like the coolest kid pulling up to Germantown Academy. Now this is high school, was very hoity-toity. Like these kids would show up in like BMWs. Even one like, he's on Broadway right now. I can't shut him out. But like he would get dropped off by a limo.
Oh my word.
Could you imagine going to high school and somebody was dropped off in a limo and I'm pulling up in a Smurf blue Dodge Shadow?
I'll see your limo and I'll raise you a hearse.
No.
Rusty Hall. Worked.
I love Rusty
in
Hall.
Class at school. Kathy's on there. She can say yes. Occasionally he would drive the hearse to high school. We would all go
Rusty
out when he
never
had the
told
hearse,
me this.
and we would sit in the hearse before school. Yes.
No way.
Yes, Rusty Hall drove a hearse to high school.
So I've had to be in the back of a hearse, and this is not a scandalous story. I worked at the winery, and the Shriners in town, I think, or the I don't know, Knights of Columbus, one of them. They were hosting some like banquet gala for the wives to like thank the wives for all the time they spend out doing their Shriner stuff. And so they bought like 150 wine baskets, and each wife got a wine gift basket from the winery. So I helped make the wine baskets. I was there when they came to pick it up. Well, it was Harry from the corner market. He brought his hearse to come and pick them up because it looked like it was going to rain. So he's like, I didn't want them to get rained on to put them in the back of a truck.
Oh my goodness.
And so I had to get in the back of the hearse. There's flowers from the last funeral.
It's like
so
6
like
feet
I
under.
can smell lilies. It's so creepy. And they're handing wine baskets into me and I'm lining them up in the hearse. It was a very surreal moment.
That's not good.
It was a weird moment one Christmas.
Yeah, that's very strange. I feel you very, very much.
You're not supposed to be alive in the back of a hearse.
Oh
It's
my
creepy.
goodness, Rusty Hall. I'm blown away. Now, Rusty Hall did see me on the street. I was working my corner. I was on Volusia with my dogs. I was picking up dog crap.
I say who, I say when, I say how much.
And he beeped at me and waved at me the other day. He was like, I was like, God, I hope. That's literally like in the moment where like you're like, I hate being a dog dad. And like, you know, you're like getting that and like, and he's like, beep, beep, hey. And like in his
you
car.
should have waved the pile.
I should have waved the pile, totally.
You don't wave it. You kind of do it like the pontiff does.
Yeah,
the
like-
incense. You kind of do that, and it kind of goes back and forth. Amanda,
God bless.
I don't think it's really a wave. It's kind of a shake a little bit. So,
Lovely.
Make sure the bag's tied before you do that.
Always. God bless. At least I pick it up. It's important.
There
That
is
is
some
important.
news out here besides voting news.
Okay, good.
So St. John's County
What?
Commissioners voted to terminate the contract with FCC Environmental
All right.
Services
Let's talk.
to pick up yard trash.
Let's talk.
That was a whole
So
thing.
did you have this on the afternoon show?
No, in the morning show we did it last week, but then we got tired of talking about it. But I'm like ready to like let's talk about the ending here because
Okay.
I finally got affected and it's really inconvenient.
Yeah.
Have you been? How's your service?
So we weren't negatively impacted, but my parents were. They had palm fronds in front of their house for like a month.
I mean, that's normal in the hood, so like we're okay. Like that's normal. But I'm talking about
like
trash,
they
girl.
had had it trimmed. Like their tree was just totally trimmed. So there was just piles lining the entire front of their house. And it was set there the way they had always done it. And they just wouldn't get it. So they had to go out there on another crazy hot day and cut it down even more and tie it up even more. And then finally they took it. So now there's just like schmutz all over the road in front of their house from it all breaking down. And
natural. Yeah, it's a lot. You?
I'm in the city of St. Augustine.
Oh.
I pay
cool kid
for my trash to be picked up. I pay for the yard trash to be picked up and the recyclable trash.
Don't
now,
we in a roundabout way?
we do in the water bill.
Years ago, we had a Tuesday pickup and a Friday pickup. And then they got rid of the Friday pickup, and they had also on Fridays was recycling. Then they decided, no, your recycling is on Friday and your other trash is on Tuesday. So what I have been battling all summer long is flies in my trash can and maggots. And I actually resorted to the fact of zip tying my trash bags at the top because I'm like, okay, this will work.
No.
Somebody in my house,
Uh-oh.
her name will not be mentioned.
Oh, geez.
Did it. And all of a sudden it's back again. So today I got to go home tonight at the end of all of this stuff and clean out a trash can.
Maggots in the trash can are so gross.
Not fun.
Just tie that thing together.
I got to borrow the Robinson's power sprayer if that happens.
My mom has like this whole way that the bags have to be closed in order to put them in the trash. And she's very particular about it to the point that like nobody ever takes out trash in the house except for my mom with the bad back because she doesn't want her garage stinking. She doesn't want the bugs. And she has like this whole tying method. I don't know. It's very bougie.
For real?
Yes.
Like sailor tying method?
I don't even know the process.
Just a zip tie around the top.
She won't even show me.
Wow.
Zip tie that thing at the top.
Great. What is zip tie? That's going to go around a fish. Nice. And then we're eating the zip tie now. I go to collage and I'm going to eat plastic in my fish.
You're already eating plastic in your fish, bub.
I know that's why I look great. It's formaldehyde.
Just don't eat fish and you're fine.
Oh, goodness.
I don't think our trash is going in the ocean.
No.
I think our trash is going
we go
in
out on
landfill.
214.
Yes.
Which is beautiful out there. I'm such a nincompoop. I messaged my friend the other day and I was like, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful out here in 214. She's like, it's a landfill. You can't do anything out there.
But this contract that they got rid of was like a $500 million contract. $575 million, according to a release from the company that got canned.
Did they have to buy them out?
No,
I don't think they're buying them out. I think they fired them for cause.
Yeah.
And then I think they're trying to hire somebody else. But you have to think about this company.
So it's not like a football coach getting fired.
Vehicles they got together. I have no idea, but it's
okay. So I can get a little bit of light on here.
Lighten it up.
Clay County actually also has a contract with them, and so now they're starting to get wet feet about it because they're like, oh, if you can't, fulfill St. Johns County, what makes you think that you can handle our county?
Wow.
And it's sort of like turning into a thing. We had the CEO was on the local news and you could see like he was definitely nervous about it. They did have to pull resources from the county, from Parks and Rec, and like get them on board with it. But yeah, I haven't I know that recycling is a scam, but it still runs and I still kind of just, do what I'm supposed to do as a person. I haven't had that picked up in weeks.
Yeah.
It's literally looks like a Jenga project, like it's just holding in the blue container.
City staff is amazing. They come by on Wednesday to pick up the yard trash, and they are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Nice.
Love those guys.
Awesome.
They're fantastic.
It's pretty crazy though, but that's what happens because I guess the county picked a really cheap contract.
I don't know who they picked. I don't know what the reason.
I heard
behind
bottom
it
of the barrel.
was.
They went cheap, and this is the results you're gonna
The
get.
comments are saying that they still have a year to go, so they're gonna suck for a year. Now they're fired. They're not gonna care.
They got to
They're
dismount.
gonna care even less.
Oh, I hope not. Honestly, we
good.
can't. It's Florida. It's hot. It's gross.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of it. Ugh.
So right now,
I feel like such a brat. It's other countries. I'm keep cutting you off, but yeah.
that's okay. Vicky Oaks' website, 23% voter turnout.
How do you feel about that?
She was hoping for 30 to 35. I'm disappointed. Basically, we did a whole thing on the amount of mailers that I have received.
It's a mess.
And you looked at them and took a picture of them.
I did.
Before.
Sent it to Canada.
It's a tremendous amount of mailers, right? Trees died and gave their lives for those mailers. The
And your zip
mailman
tie.
broke his back for those mailers.
True.
If you looked at all the mailers that were sent to everybody in St. Johns County and then came up with a mailer per vote, right? So to say that was 10 million mailers sent to the county and then divided it out by 51,000 votes, and they came up with a cost per vote. It's astronomical what it cost them to buy our votes.
Well, it's so expensive. They have so much money. 268,000 was one person that was running right now. Like, that's how much marketing budget they had. Like, that's crazy.
Just the mailers that hit your mailbox, it was 137.
Supposedly the Leak Shore race, there's been $13 million spent in that race.
Good. And
Can
Shore
you imagine
was
the good we could do with that, Dave? Give us $13 million for the
home
charities
again.
here.
We could have a whole nother complex. Oh, don't get me started. My blood pressure already. I'm getting old now. My blood pressure.
Give me 10% of that, and I could retire from one of my jobs.
Oh, sure, for you.
You just need a car with air conditioning.
Damn it, I do.
Asking for a lot.
You could build a homeschool complex. Oh, that wouldn't be homeschool anymore. Yeah,
Yes.
no, okay. Yeah, Amanda's school. I would go to Amanda's school.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, there's 223,000 eligible voters. The official voter count is 51,000. But first of all, thank you to the 51,313 people that have voted so far. There's still an hour and a half left to go.
Go vote.
Mail-in voting is 12,725. Early voting, 19,361. Those numbers are set. They're done. Day of voting has been steadily climbing all day, 19,204. When I went to the Elks Lodge at noon, there were less than 100 people. An hour later, and I checked it, it was 240 people. So it's picked up in this afternoon. There's 23 provisional
Solomon
ballots.
Calhoun was real dead. I'm sorry to report, but it was very slow.
Yeah, my location was totally dead.
Like, literally, you could have walked in and walked out.
Everybody talked to me about
It was super easy.
Gone to the doctor, so I had like a blood draw thing on, and everyone talked to me about that, thinking I had given blood. I'm like, no, I'm anemic. I can't give blood. It's doctor's appointment. Sorry.
I got that. You're on that show in the morning. You guys are so funny.
There were people from my church there.
Did they have their teeth in or out when they told you that?
They loved it. Yeah.
So my question, Amanda, did they tell you need to get on a weight loss program when you went to go vote?
Right.
Just
Not at
asking.
the voting place. Everyone was like trying to thank me for giving blood, and they were like, wow, you're voting and you're giving blood. You're such a civic person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
At least
it
you
was
can.
doctor's
Gays
appointment.
can. It's a rule.
Well, I can't now either because I'm anemic, so they won't.
But welcome
My
to the
doctors
club.
won't let me.
Welcome to being shunned. You still get the donut anyway. 'Cause I
Wait,
feel
does that
bad
mean
for you.
I'm a letter on the legitimate quoi? Yeah.
Legitimate. I love it.
What's the letter for we don't want your blood?
It's
Plus,
one of,
it's the
it's one
plus
of the
sign.
A's. It's one of the A's.
it's
I'm
one of-
anemic.
So you want another letter?
Yeah, another letter.
There are
Which
so
fine.
many A's in that thing right now, so I can just appropriate one of those.
It'll be fine. You'll find a way.
Legitimate quoi?
Yeah. That's why we're an equal opportunity community over here.
Yes. Are you ready for the election to be over?
You God bless America. Yeah,
Yes, I
for
am.
everybody's sake. Good gracious.
We did our predictions last night. Do you have any predictions? I know you have favorites because you're friends with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any predictions you'd like to share with us, or you just want to keep your pie hole shut about this and not get in trouble?
I'm gonna because not that I did get in trouble. I mean, yeah, for supporting Rob Hardwick, I definitely got in trouble.
Who chastised you for
No,
that?
I definitely got some DMs that were concerning. I definitely got some homophobic things sent to my way. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
gross.
It's been a moment, but I love that human being. It is what it is. Henry Dean's face was superimposed on a body, holding a gay pride flag, saying like, "This is how disgusting our county is, and people like you are just spreading hate, and we're gonna have gay pride everywhere." I'm like, oh my God! I never said anything about Henry Dean.
He's never worn the ribbon, for crying out loud. He's never worn the ribbon.
You can't respond to anything like that, but it's
Why
just,
you know where the ribbon?
I mean, I'm so used to it. It just comes hand in hand. You get so used to it at this point.
But to me, that's just stupidity.
I mean,
That
what
is
it is.
just sheer stupidity on somebody's part.
It is what it
right?
is, yeah.
To get to know Davey, you will love Davey. He's an
Yeah.
amazing person.
I'm all right. Yeah, non-practicing. Safe.
There's
Y'all
a,
gonna love me in this town.
there's a YouTuber I watch, and anytime she would make an inappropriate joke, she's like, "Except me, I'm celibate. Hi, mom."
Yeah, right. Exactly. See?
So she's still in the will.
Yeah.
Okay, just want
Yeah.
to make sure. All right, Davey.
Okay.
We are going to test your knowledge.
Oh, no.
goodness.
Are we
Today-
doing Taylor Swift today?
We have Taylor Swift
You guys, I'm already on pins and needles. You have no idea what's
versus
going on right now.
C.S. Eliot. T.S. Eliot,
You're on pins
famous
and needles because you're
Christian
waiting for
author.
the Taylor Swift version of the snake one.
The Reputation.
Reputation. I was going to say Redemption.
So you'll see that I'm in a track called Swift Talkers.
Yes.
And
You might get bumped out of this if you don't win this.
Everybody, well, they know that I'm already have anxiety. We've been practicing all day with some Taylor Swift trivia. But I will tell you real quick, Mr. Davis, that right now at Wembley Stadium is her last show, and it is August 20th. And there has been a lot of Easter eggs. We say that in the Swiftie community because that is like the hints that Taylor Swift Reputation might be announced tonight.
My daughter
This is going to erupt. It's going to be enormous. This is one of her best albums.
Her new album? Or
No,
what?
this is an album. Remember Scooter Brunson? He owned all the rights to a lot of these albums. Well, she said,
You lost me at Taylor.
Okay. Listen, this is a great story, and I think maybe I might get some Taylor points on your team. So Taylor had this guy, Scooter Brunson, that literally was like her manager, and he owned some of the rights to her music. And so she wanted those rights to do whatever she wanted to do with them. And he was like, no, I'm not giving it to you. And so she said, fine, I'll re-record every single album that you own, and I'll call it Taylor's version, and change one note on each and every song or something about it's a little bit different. So she legally has the rights to all of her music. She has literally shattered a glass ceiling for the music industry. Like, honestly, she fought back and got everything because she wrote everything, she produced everything, and then there's this guy that's cashing a paycheck and doing nothing with her career. So, long story short,
guy that's mean to her.
One of the last albums. There's two more left. There's the eponymous album, which is the first one, and this one is Reputation. It's my favorite. It's the Snake one. It's against Kanye. It's so awesome. Yeah.
My daughter is very much on this whole like Easter egg hunt for Reputation Taylor Swift version.
She wore like 8 outfits last night, and like this is the 20th show. I mean, like it's like there's so many nuances that it's going to be tonight, you guys. I'm like literally watching my text feed right now.
From a behavior modification standpoint, like this is one of the reasons why she has such a devoted fan base, because all these little signals that she sends, it's a way that she can make you feel like you're closer to her, and it deepens the parasocial relationship, and it's why people will buy every single version of every single thing she puts out and spend all this money to go to all these concerts.
Part of a secret club. It's awesome.
And so it's either she's a marketing genius or someone close to her is.
Her team is incredible.
But it's why people are so crazy devoted to Taylor Swift. It's these kinds of things.
So, all right, here we go. Trivia. Meredith, Benjamin Button, and Olivia are the names of her cats.
I have not a single question about Taylor Swift. This is lyrics.
Okay.
Taylor Swift lyrics versus things that T.S. Eliot has written. You have to guess whether T.S. Eliot wrote this or Taylor Swift sang this.
Oh, great.
I'm going to give you a layup to get started.
I got a shot here.
You, with your words like knives and swords and weapons that you use against me. Taylor Swift or T.S. Eliot?
Taylor Swift.
Okay, you got that one. That's one right for Davey. Out of the gate.
I'm on the board.
You're on the board. Okay. Walls of insincerity, shifting eyes and vacancy vanished when I saw your face.
T.S. Eliot.
Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew that was Taylor Swift.
What song is that? Does it say?
It doesn't say.
Oh, that's rude.
What is it again?
It's probably a B-side.
Walls of insincerity, shifting eyes and vacancy vanished when I saw your face.
Can you sing it? It'll be better.
No, absolutely, positively
Enchanted.
not. Oh my God.
It's Enchanted.
And that was my secret song on my show that I win. Oh, I'm a real loser. Jeez.
There's 10 of these.
Oh, I'm
going to
dead
say
already.
passing grade is a 70, so you can only miss 2 more, and then you're in trouble.
Driver's ed exam. I failed a million times.
Sad hours seem long.
Oh, T.S. Eliot.
That was such a guess, and you got it right.
Good. Okay, we're doing good. I'm sweating.
There was a star danced, and under that I was born.
That T.S. Eliot.
Okay, you're doing good here, Davey.
Okay.
You're recovering. You got a little closer. We got 4 down and only 1 wrong. You're at 75% here. These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die.
T.S. Eliot.
Man's on fire.
Yep.
He knows T.S. Eliot. Can't get Taylor Swift right, but he knows T.S. Eliot.
Hey, Tia, that was.
Are you quoting Rihanna now?
Yes, I am. I'm Maria. No, you and I are past our dancing days.
That's it? That's all you're giving me?
You and I are past our dancing
Taylor
days.
Swift.
Taylor Swift, Davey.
Yes! Hartzell, come on! This is the gold medal I never got.
And I'll stay, forgetting any other home but this.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So good.
T.S. Eliot.
No! She says it too!
And I'll stay, forgetting any other home but this. It was not about Travis Kelce.
Stay! Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
stay. Okay. God's sakes.
Too wrong.
Uh-oh. Only one more left.
I know.
How many more questions? I can't.
If
I'm
you
going to
get
start getting...
2 more wrong out of the next 4,
Oh.
3, you're in trouble. You're in pretty good shape, Davey.
I don't know.
There's 3 questions
I
left.
got to have a call of friends.
3 questions
Swift
left.
Talkers, where you at? Shine on.
And all we are is skin and bone, trained to get along, forever going with the flow.
And all we are is... I'm going to go Taylor Swift.
The guess wins. That gets the point. The guess for the point.
That was hard.
So you got to miss both of these to fail. Right
your
now,
inflection
you're
is
looking
so...
at
Your
80.
voice is so strong. I can't hear. Like, okay, go
You're
ahead.
too straight.
Yeah, you're too straight, Mike. Deliver it a little bit, flamboyant.
No, I'm not. That's the whole point of this.
I need panache here.
Love's a fragile little flame. It could burn out.
Oh, that's Taylor Swift.
You want to phone a friend?
No, am I wrong? It's fine.
It's Taylor Swift.
Good. No, I thought so. Love is
So
a fragile little
you
flame.
got
Yeah.
an 80 for sure. If you miss this one, you get a 70, which is still passing.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
All
So-
these people think love's for show, but I would die for you in secret.
Taylor Swift. Final
Amanda?
answer.
Hmm?
Taylor Swift or T.S. Eliot?
I think this is Taylor Swift too, because I think my daughters have sang this.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. Davey, you got an 80.
Oh my God, I'm a B student. I told you
You
guys.
got a B student.
I am so proud of my B student status.
Listen,
You be fabulous.
there was a whole
I'm so glad
contest.
that's over.
I watched this contest online, and it was people that had to either hold up T.S. Eliot's picture or Taylor Swift's.
Uh-huh.
And they were competing.
Did anyone recognize T.S. Eliot when they were handed the paddle?
I mean, it could have said T&S Eliot on there, right? But it was just so funny. So when I saw it, I was like, I've got to go get some T.S. Eliot Taylor quote songs, right? And see how good Davey is. And Davey performed well under a tremendous
Amount of
immense
pressure.
amount of
Yeah.
pressure.
On primary night.
Yes.
You almost got primaried from the Swift Talkers.
So yeah, first up, hopefully Reputation. Then maybe that's the clue that Reputation TV is going to come out tonight. God, I hope so. So great.
You were right.
Wait, 8? You got 80%? 8?
Amanda, that's an Easter egg. I am an Easter egg. You are. All too well. All too well. It's going to happen after All Too Well. I'm calling it right now. It's going to happen after All Too Well
Isn't her
tonight.
favorite number 19 or something?
13.
13.
Because it was mine first.
Right.
My daughter
What's
gets so annoyed
Kelsey's
with
number?
me. 87.
87, yeah.
Okay.
13, though, yeah. That's her lucky number.
Okay.
Taylor Allison Swift. Her younger brother's name is Austin. Her mama's name is Andrea. Dad's name is Scott. 3 cats. Very good.
One of them's named after,
Benjamin Button.
yeah, and then Olivia
Olivia, yeah. What is she?
Benson,
Benson. That's
Yeah,
right. That's right.
from
That's right. Yeah.
Law and Order SVU.
Very nice. And
She
which
met
Taylor
her.
was on. Yes.
She met her,
She was on the show
Yeah,
in
she-
2009.
and now she has a cat named after Taylor Swift.
Yes. Very nice.
Weird things I know now.
Melissa's throwing in some really good T.S. Eliot quotes. I believe those are, but my favorite one is where he talks about the younger generation and how the world will teach them. Oh, how the world will teach them.
Mm.
It's such a true, right? You have all these things. Oh, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to do that. And the world's like, let me just break this to you not so gently over time.
Did you study T.S. Eliot in school?
No, no, I did not.
We studied Rousseau.
Oh,
Man is born free, but everywhere he is in chains. Yeah.
Mm.
I must
so
have used
sorry.
that like 9 times on every paper, like even in college, like thinking I was like, well, I'm going to quote Rousseau right here.
no.
It's the only one that I remember.
I got to tell you, I think some of that in the old, we had to study that.
Mhm.
And it was like,
Philosophy.
man, some of it was really, really bad stuff that you had to learn. Some of it was somewhat enlightening and some of it was really good. But it was horrible when you got a teacher who loved the bad stuff and kept shoving it. You're like, no, I don't want to read this anymore. And poetry was never my thing.
Oh,
I just
Friggin'
Upton Sinclair,
Antigone.
The Jungle. I was so sick of that book with the missing finger parts going and the meat. It was a horrible book.
Antigone was mine. I had to read friggin' Antigone.
God, I have an
think
embarrassing story.
4 times. And the Odyssey. We had to go through Antigone and the Odyssey. I don't care that much. Like
Right.
just one time.
I love
One
Cersei,
time.
though. I love the
Can
sirens.
Can the teachers collaborate on the reading list? Please don't make me do that
So,
4 times.
I was talking in class and I got in trouble.
Oh,
And
yeah?
we were just about
Me
to read
too.
Antigone.
which is
And-
just like the morning show.
Well, true, always in trouble, always in trouble. But I always make sure my outfit coordinates whatever I'm going to be put in the hallway to make sure that I match. So that's nice.
So fall colors for the hallway.
Right, you know that the leaves will be there.
Easter eggs for
Right.
whenever Easter. I'm getting this.
Pastels,
Getting it.
pastels for
So
Easter.
I was obviously blabbermouthing, and my teacher was like, "Mr. Hartzell, since you have so much to say, I would like," and she knew damn well I was going to say this name wrong. She was like, "I want you to start the new story that we're going to be reading in class today." So I got up, and you know how Antigone is spelled?
Yeah.
Antigone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Antigone rising. And they were like, oh, Hartzell, man. B student. See? B student. That was embarrassing. And she let me go through it. And then afterwards she goes, and just letting you know, it's Antigone. Middle school fear
That
right
catty
there.
bit.
Absolutely, Mrs. Coons. Roll over twice, lady.
Best.
My first C I've ever gotten in my life. That's Mrs. Coons.
Have I ever told you the Eli font story?
Huh.
There was like the bully in my aunt's class had bullied some kid into writing his paper on elephants. And he had to present the paper in front of the class. And he had no idea. He just, this is my assignment. You write the paper. He had no idea. So he was a bully, though. He treated everyone like garbage.
I
So
know, but
everyone
there's a reason why he was a
they
bully.
kept
What's
they
his
kept
name?
a straight
Biff. What's his
face.
name? Biff.
And the whole time. And he went through the
Was he
entire
in the closet?
presentation.
Sometimes it's combative.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to him. I just know that he stood up there talking about Eli fonts. Eli fonts are great, and they live in Africa. Eli fonts are the largest land mammal. Eli fonts. Eli fonts.
First off, so I can imagine before this, McFly.
Yeah.
McFly.
Right.
I need the homework in time so I can rewrite. Can't turn in my homework in your handwriting, McFly. Right? And then I can see him
Think,
doing
McFly.
this, and then some kid at the back door laughing and then running for his life for the next 2 years at school.
Well, I
My.
can tell you 4 generations of my family have laughed about Eli fonts, and we still say Eli fonts
That is
to
so
this
funny.
day. It's
That is a
hilarious.
very funny story.
Great. So someone might tell their kids and grandkids the Antigone story for you.
Yes.
You live on.
So you weren't into poetry. You didn't care
No,
for...
my favorite explanation of poetry was Back to School, Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, my father loved him.
Rage Against the Dying of the Light.
The Light. Remember that movie?
Rage. I mean, that's the way he read. The way he read it with
Classic.
this. What does that mean to you, Mr. Mellon? I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna get through this, right? I'm not gonna give up, right? Where's my next question?
What was her
Dangerfield was
name?
absolutely great in that
Oh,
movie.
absolutely
was
incredible.
wonderful.
We need to put that on our list. Literally, that is an incredible movie.
Back to School.
Back to
Back to
School.
School.
Do
cast.
you know who has a role in Back to School?
Back to School's it's a pretty decent movie.
Sam Kinison.
Sam Kinison has a role, but also Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Right.
Robert
yes.
Downey Jr. was the weird kid.
Is Back to
Yeah.
School the one I'm
But the
thinking
sexy
of?
teacher was
Diane-
Sally Kellerman.
yes.
I didn't. She's there's always been in like those films like you never knew who she was.
But if you really want to see Sally Kellerman, watch MASH. You'll get
Yeah.
the full Sally Kellerman there.
I love Dad made me watch MASH. I know Hawkeye for years. I
No.
get it.
This is the movie MASH.
Oh, I didn't see the movie.
Yes.
I'm thinking of a different
Worth it,
movie.
though.
Where there's a nude Sally Kellerman.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's a Troy kind of movie.
It's a
We
Troy
know where
Kellerman.
you paused.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Summer School. I
You
think.
couldn't pause back then, Amanda. It was that didn't.
We always
that function
pause.
didn't work.
No?
We always paused Dirty Dancing when Patrick Swayze got out of the bed. Do you remember that movie?
Yes, I do.
That was like the slumber parties with the chicks. We were like, pause it. So funny.
I don't remember that.
No, you wouldn't. It's okay.
I know there was dancing involved in it, so I wasn't watching.
You were cleaning the catacombs. We know.
There was also some bumping of uglies in that movie. It's not
But there
super
wasn't,
graphic though.
Really graphic,
it's not graphic.
No. Because a lot of those movies back then, like sex scenes are kind of obsolete nowadays in movies. You don't see. I mean, not that I'm like begging for to see them, but like they were
They're
way
even
more
taking out kisses in movies now.
Right. They were more prevalent there.
Twisters, there's this whole like romantic tension, and they famously removed the kiss at the end of it, and so that's in deleted scenes, which I think is kind of a marketing thing. Don't put it in the theatrical release, but have it as a bonus scene that you can get on the DVD just so people will buy the physical copy.
It's like
I'm thinking that's marketing.
40 versions of Tortured Poets Department. I get you loud and clear.
And so there's also the Mark Wahlberg's in a movie now. And they've kind of famously like don't kiss, even though they have this romantic tension the whole movie.
Is this the one that's on Netflix? It's called The Union. It's really good. I think
so. Like
it's actually really good. I just saw it last night.
Spies or hitmen or something.
It's really Halle Berry's in it.
Halle Berry, yeah. So they don't kiss, they like intentionally talk about the fact that they don't kiss. So it's
they were
so
high school
weird.
sweethearts, but then they broke up. That's the reason why.
So everything's like super hypersexual, but we're removing kissing moments from movies now.
I want to join in because I just watched a movie this weekend. And I want you to know that Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool and Wolverine with Hugh Jackman, they didn't kiss either.
Wow.
There's a lot of sexual tension. But
I'm sure. Well, I mean, yeah.
That's not true. There was a lot of variance.
Yeah. But did you like the movie? Did you have a good time?
I thought the movie was great. I think Deadpool's one of those really interesting characters. My son, who is 23, went with me, and he said,
"Oh, my age."
He's like, Dad, Wolverine should have been able to cuss from the very beginning. And the fact that Wolverine couldn't because Fox wouldn't let there be any cuss words in the Marvel movies back then. So for Wolverine to be able to say all the different words that you're not allowed to say.
But that's his character. He's like such a rustic man.
Yes. Well, the other thing that you don't know is the original Wolverine was a very short character. And there's a reference to that in the movie.
Yeah, one of the
So the original Wolverine was not Hugh Jackman. The original was a much smaller character in the original X-Men. But yeah, the Wolverine character is great. That's the only reason anybody read the X-Men when I was a kid. No one read the X-Men for the rest of the X-Men.
Wow.
The Wolverine was
Did
cool.
you, now Bobby's in comments talking about Roadhouse. Did you, either one of you see the remake of Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal?
I didn't see the remake.
Not good.
I feel like...
I turned it off.
Why?
I'm not a turner offer. I watch crap.
I feel like I would be betraying Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly how it felt.
And Sam Elliott. And so I was not a big Roadhouse fan, but I'm just not going to watch that.
Why am I going to go Gyllenhaal when I have Swayze and Sam Elliott?
Well, you can't in your house.
You.
Technically, you would not be here tonight if you had watched anything with Jake Gyllenhaal. Hello, All Too Well, Taylor's version. Like, oh my gosh, you can't. That's all about Jake.
Yeah,
and the scarf and
I've
the whole.
Heard the scarf and how he charmed her dad and the whole thing.
Yeah, she was 21, sitting on the stairs, upset.
Did
tragic.
you ever Did you ever see Patrick Swayze on Saturday Night Live?
Yes. Him with Chris Farley.
Chris Farley.
They've now like retconned that as a hate crime. And you can't watch that scene. They've like pulled that scene.
Amanda, they just is out of circulation. Is it really a hate crime?
They
I'm gonna get mad.
They said it was fat phobic and they've said that the whole thing like contributed to Chris Farley's depression and his addiction. Like they've totally recast that entire scenario.
That's so
and like
sad.
Painted that skit, which was hilarious. With this hideous brush to it. And now that the two main actors in the skit are both dead, they've completely retconned it as this like hate crime, and I think that that's stupid.
I hate that.
Yes,
because that seriously is part of our history. It's just who we were back then.
It was
funny.
Great skit.
And Chris Farley was nothing if not in on the joke. He was always in on the joke.
Chris probably came in and said, "Hey, I got this great idea." Right. So anyway,
his brother's playing in town.
Is he?
What's Chris Farley's brother's name? 1 second, brother. Yeah, he's playing at Cafe 11. I know that. Kevin Farley's coming to town.
Yeah.
Yes,
Very
I believe
cool.
it's almost sold out. But yeah, it's over at Cafe 11.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is really really. Cool.
Are you Sing Out Loud's coming up? You excited? Your moment here.
I'm excited. Eric Church is coming.
You going front row?
So the nice thing about us.
Or are you gonna be like Troy Blevins?
No. I have seats secured that have access to a restroom and a bar.
So. Oh, okay, that's nice. I know exactly where.
So
it's a nice spot.
You're doing the hotel?
Yeah. He's in the he's not Troy, which has the castle in the sky, but like he's got the air conditioner in the private. That's a nice spot. Yeah.
I'm gonna be.
They do a great show. Honestly, Sing Out Loud's wonderful.
If anyone has 3 extra tickets to Sing Out Loud, I need them.
Why, you want to go see Nora Jones? You're like ootsing about that?
No, my daughter and her best friend super want to see
Noah.
Noah, whatever his face is,
Yeah,
and so
Noah
I
Khan.
have to try and make that happen.
It's very hip. But not a cheap ticket. So
No, I know.
if you want to work a
That's
corner,
why-
honey, I will tell you where to pick up dog poop.
I have people that can work a corner.
God bless you. That's a boss lady right there.
I know no one that can work a corner. I don't know anyone that's worked a corner, ever stood on a corner, or been on a corner and received money for anything.
You don't know. You don't know what you don't know. I'll just tell you. My husband worked in restaurants for a very long time, and you would be shocked the people that have digital corners. You would be very surprised.
We just learned about lot lizards.
What is a digital corner and a lot lizard? These are
OnlyFans.
terms.
OnlyFans.
Okay, so
Whoa.
If you have an OnlyFans, you're basically working your corner in the
Digitally.
digital
Okay,
space.
all right, I understand
Digital
that.
corner.
I understand that
Yep.
reference.
So lot lizards are like the trollops that go truck to truck on like a rest stop, and if this truck is a knocking or rocking, don't come a knocking kind of thing. So we have a lot lizard cam on the morning show, and we report to see if there's any tomfoolery happening.
Yeah, and you bounce
How
some
many
semis.
numbers has Pete gotten off this cam?
We did really good because we actually have a correspondent that's on top of it. It's Wally the Wasp, and he definitely he has a wasp nest next to the camera.
Yes.
So he'll walk across the screen occasionally. It's
You have a real wasp. Next, oh, that's
We
hilarious.
have a pet wasp on the morning show. Yeah.
Well, that
know
does
what?
keep the camera up there.
Yeah.
Locating it next to the wasp is very
No one's
well
touching it,
done.
yeah.
Very well done.
That explains
well.
so much about Blake Blevins' Canva account, to
Oh,
be
is that-
honest.
yeah, we do
There's
a lot.
so much on that Canva account
I'm sure.
that's very
What is a
concerning.
Canva account?
Oh yeah, it's
It's
where
a
you make
graphic
graphics.
design. It's a graphic design website that he uses to make, and I have access to his account so that I can make thumbnails for this show.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a
Thanks,
Rotarian,
Blake.
you can get it for free in Public Image. Rotary District 6970.
I don't ever know
Anyone
of a
wanna give
Rotarian
me
getting
their-
something on a corner for free, Davey.
No,
I'm
no
not-
one's. We're also the corner subject. Now we're talking about
Anyone
Canva.
wanna give
Okay,
Rotary
hold on.
Canva to me?
You lost me there for a second.
Spin out of control. There we go. I'm here to bring
I
it
saw
back.
a joke and I went after it. Gosh darn it!
I have
Oh,
a
Troy got in
job.
trouble with too many dad jokes this morning.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Pete turned to him and said, how many more dad jokes are we going to be doing today? Because
Oh, wow.
literally every sentence is a dad joke. And I'm like, I'm loving it. I'm writing them down like coffee table book
He's
style.
the ultimate dad, though.
He totally is.
Well, in his case, they're really not dad jokes anymore. They're really
They're
kind of
granddad
granddad jokes,
jokes.
right?
Granddad
Yeah.
There it is.
jokes. God bless Lego.
There's my dad joke right there.
Yeah, we need to make him a shirt, Legoland Survivor. Yeah.
He said he had a good time at
He
Legoland.
said he had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shocker.
Yeah.
He would tell us too. You know how he is.
I have a bone to pick with Canva because they have this whole thing about giving Canva accounts to teachers. And so you have to fill out the information. And I have a teacher ID through a homeschool organization.
And they say your ID's not valid.
And I'm not valid.
You would need to call a manager.
I'm not valid.
You need to turn into a Karen, call a manager.
I tried to resubmit with like a little caveat. No.
Did you do a
Homeschool
contact us
teachers-
button? You need to do it.
Homeschool teachers who have no budget. I mean, teachers at least have a budget. Homeschool teachers have no budget. We don't get free Canva accounts.
Oh, you should
So
just...
I have a job that I keep out of. There's like 2 major reasons. One of them is the
Do you have a
Canva
nonprofit
account.
you can tie into?
Hmm?
I'm serious. You
I
have
have
a
a
nonprofit?
login. I have a login through a job. One of my
Okay.
jobs.
That's
So
all
I
you need.
used that, but I didn't want to. I wanted to like
wanted
go
a legit
legit
one,
and not
yeah.
have to be tied to one position for a Canva account.
I hear you loud and clear.
I'm addicted to premium.
Me too. I like that premium account.
Me too. That's why I'm going. That's why I'm sitting where I'm sitting at the Sing Out Loud. Davey, I'm going to give you this for your wall. You can frame it. It's all the
I'll
correct
have fun
ones.
with this. Yeah, I passed everybody.
Yes.
My report card.
I'm going to write 80 on there for you.
Yeah, please. Thank
I'm going to
you.
do a smiley face and
Yeah.
80.
Just like a teacher. Oh, in red
Yeah.
too. That's
Yeah.
great.
You passed today too. I passed for my hematologist.
That's
graduated
from
great.
hematology.
80%.
Yay!
Yes.
Just for you. You knew more Taylor Swift quotes than T.S. Eliot, but you didn't get tripped up by too many of the T.S. Eliot.
They were close. They're beautiful. Both are beautiful writers.
All right.
And
so,
both have the initials TS,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
which is another Easter egg.
Taylor was named after James Taylor. Just a little bit of trivia.
I'm so sorry
thank
for
God
her.
they don't look the same. Thank God that didn't work out for their parents. So we have the election show will be on because it's primary night in Florida.
Yeah.
We'll give it about an hour, a little bit more than an hour. We'll be back. Pete Melfi will be here. Troy Blevins will be here. And we will read the elections as they come in from Vicki Oakes. There's about 32,000 votes that mail-in and early voting that will be dropped shortly after that. And then as the precincts come in, we'll report that. Probably going to take about an hour, hour and a half to get through that show. But it's something
I'm not getting
always
voter turnout. Are you getting, do you have a login?
Yeah. I have that.
Man,
It's right
you're
on the
cool.
main page. And it's
I think
it's
the
right there.
password is St. Johns County without an apostrophe.
I'll just say one of the sheriff
I saw
candidates has a lot of apostrophes in his supporters' comments. I'm just
Even
saying.
your Trumpy Bumpy, he had it too. All apostrophes, like atrocious on that post that he did on
There's
X.
no apostrophe S in St. John's.
No, get it right.
None.
I forgive out-of-towners like
I
Trumpy
don't.
Bumpy on the apostrophe, but like the people running for St. John's County Sheriff should maybe know.
Right. You should
saying.
know. I saw that too. I saw it too.
Again, about almost 13,000 mail-in votes, 19,000 early voting. And Election Day has now surpassed early voting, 20,733. So it's still going to be about 60% of the vote will drop right after that, which will be very interesting to kind of see who has leads in early voting. I don't think there's going to be much difference between early voting and mail-in. Even though there was a late Trump endorsement for David Shore, I just think that was all kind of baked into the info this time.
Yeah, real quick before we go, do you think that hurt his campaign that he was so late in the game, or do you think that was beneficial?
I think the fact that a lot of people had already committed to Tom Leak hurt David, and had David run a little sooner, same strategy, just had run a little sooner and gotten his name out. He has great name recognition in St. Johns County.
He does, yeah.
But he was trying to make up ground in Leak's part of the Senate district. And, I like David. I think he's a good person. I voted for him every time he ran for sheriff. So, I'm not in any way, I just wasn't I wasn't in a strategy meeting. Nobody asked me, but I would have gotten out there early.
Yeah.
Now,
found
he
voter
also
turnout.
won every single time he's run, and I haven't. So, David might be 100% right on this.
Maybe it's a wild card. Who knows?
That's it.
Many blessings.
All right, Davey, thank you. It's good to work with you again. Next week,
Yes.
next Tuesday is movie review.
Spaceballs.
Yes, sir.
Spaceballs, where we get, and this one we might actually agree with one another.
I actually am
There's actually
looking
a
forward to
chance
this.
that you and I might agree with one another.
Oh,
We need a
boy.
palate cleanse where Mike's not mad.
I still need to recover from Life is Beautiful show. Like, I can't watch this show ever again.
Stupidest movie
Oh,
ever.
my brain. I
Get out
can't.
of the country.
You said the
Oh,
title.
my God.
Oh no, he's gonna get started.
Ugh.
How's your therapist helping you handle with that?
Doing great. And
know
Flagler
what?
Healthcare Plus is now giving free Headspace subscriptions to everyone out there right now. Just
If
letting you know.
you want to watch Mike Davis crush Davey's psyche, just go back and watch that 2 months ago, last Tuesday of June.
It literally
yeah,
crushed
that
me.
was
It
June.
literally
June.
crushed me. I
Yeah.
walked out of here like, what just
Davey
happened?
was so happy
If
coming into
you
that
too
show.
have been victimized by Mike Davis hating your movie, please call Epic Behavioral Health
God
Care.
bless you. Your mouth to God's ears. Love you guys.
All right, love you guys. Thank you all. We'll see you in a little bit for the election show. And tomorrow morning, they'll deal with all the fallout from whatever happens tonight.
Yay, bye.
Taylor Swift.